Evening everyone. Wow, I'm finally blasted out with the spotlights. So, a couple of interesting saws to show people, and I'm going to start with this little Stihl MS181, which is well, I don't need to guess on the date. These are incredibly handy. This one came from a really, really lovely guy, and it's much later than I would personally be interested, but you know, he was interested in other things. So, this is the 181C model, which is really nice because it has the toolless chain tensioner, and you can take off the bar and the chain without using any tools, and saw looks in really lovely condition. So from 2010, and it has this rather strange sprung-loaded assistance for starting the engine, which I can say if you like that. And he said that it's sometimes when you're running it, it's starving of fuel. I said okay. So these aren't ones I work on at all, and I don't have any spares for this other than maybe the odd spark plug, which is, you know, I keep in my spark plug kind of setup or collection, and just because they're an unusual shape compared to some of the other ones, and I may have some tiny chains, but again, I'm self-confessed I can't sharpen these at all and get a great result with them. So let me show you how she runs. So I believe this is I think they're around the 32cc mark, something like that, and primer bulb. So absolutely looks complete with no damage whatsoever. Let's pull that on and choke off. So I've never used the 181C, but I presume it's incredibly similar to the 180. Although it looks, I've got to say, construction-wise, it just looks much better or more substantial. So I presume it's probably a model up from the 180 if it's number designation. And all the AV springs look good. Chain brake is functioning. There's good teeth life left, but I have no idea if she's sharp or not, which we'll come on to. But like I say, apparently has some strange running issue where it occasionally is, feels like he said it's running lean or not pulling fuel. I said, okay. So this is the model with quick release fuel in oil caps and no screws missing all the way around. It's one of these ones with a quick release top cover, which is really nice, and she's a really lovely clean engine, absolutely undamaged, really nice and clean. So I thought, you know, why don't we, I was just cutting with one of my early, not particularly early actually, one of my CS 3600s, and then one of my 024 AV Supers, 90 saw, beautiful. I thought, you know, let's see this first time. Only arrived a couple of days ago, just haven't had a chance to show her, and so she's going to go up for sale exactly what she came in for, and hopefully suitable for one of you. So 12-inch bar. I've got some 12-inch wood, so this will be really interesting to see what she cuts like first time on, first time for me. And so bear in mind if you buy her. So I asked the guy, I said, have you had her serviced? He said no. So I'm unsure what carburetors these use. They're, from memory, some of my other 170, 180 derivatives like the 021s, 017s. I can't think of the name of the carburetors. Are they Zama? So whether or not she just needs a complete going through, but everything looks present and nothing looks broken or nothing looks pulled around, and everything looks like it has Stihl written on it. So all the panels, all genuine. So hopefully a really nice saw for somebody. really interesting running, isn't it? She was running rich at one section and then bogging down, being too rich, and then she's gone really lean down at the end. And what's that cut like? Let's have a look. Well, so she obviously cuts. Undoubtedly could do a sharpening, which I won't attempt. My attempts at sharpening these smaller steel chains is less than productive. So, actually on that subject as well, I was looking, one of my other friends is using some of the Stihl, the 2-in-1 sharpeners, the ones where they have kind of the angle set and it does the rakers at the same time. So I'd love to hear any feedback. If any of you are using that on some of the smaller, like the little micro chains, if you're getting great results, I'd love to hear, and perhaps I'll invest in one and see if that improves my technique and getting an edge on these small chains. Let's show this girl on a restart again. So yeah, unusual running. There you go, she's then suddenly getting rich. So she sounds to me like she just wants a really good service. Just I can't really tell on the compression because of this spring-loaded throttle arrangement. So I can't tell how much compression that is. So there she is. She kind of has no issue starting whatsoever, and then seems to get slightly rich, slightly lean. So maybe any of you out there, you may have seen this a lot previously. So maybe that's something to do with the crank seal. So it's strange how she does start really well. So she's evidently, it's going to need some fine tuning. Maybe just a carb kit and a full fuel service in that regard. So, so this is a new plug which I put in as a matter of course, just to show her on camera, so you can see what she runs like with the brand new plug, and that's how she is then. So that's the little 181, and they look a beautifully made saw, really, really beautiful. Just got some slight running issues. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and if I get a chance, I might show my 024 in action. Alright, bye for now.